to Pop Ascension. I am Ron, and I'm here with Michelle, who apparently is frozen a bit.
It's a
So,
wall
but
that
she is here. There we go. Oh, wait, and we just lost her. So that's a good way to kick things off. So it is Pop Ascension. I think she's coming right back. I think she'll be back on as soon as she fixes her settings again. So we have lots to talk about. We have some celebrity birthdays, some music news, TV news, movies, animals, and we will talk about Ida, the big storm. In case you missed it, that is something we will be talking about. Um, Partner is not there, so that puts a little damper on things right off the top. Gotta love things live. Give her a moment. Are you there? Maybe, maybe not. So, I guess we will just kick it off with some music news. First thing I want to touch on is Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones, the drummer. He passed away, 80 years old, a legend. Um, did not get an update on exactly why, but apparently he was surrounded by his family and friends in the hospital. So he has passed away at the age of 80, and there is Michelle. She is back. Can you hear me, Michelle? Hello. so, um, so
hello.
Charlie Watts, yes, I can hear you. There we go. See, we got you on. It's still a little frozen, but that's okay. At
No.
least we have your voice. We have
Okay.
your voice.
Fine. Hi everyone. Glad to be here.
So we are joined by Michelle, and I am Ron. This is Pop Ascension. We've got some viewers on already, so post some comments. I just got done mentioning Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones. The drummer died in a London hospital at 80 years old. So condolences goes out to his family and, of course, the Rolling Stones, who are rock and roll legends. Also, music. The Baby. Do you remember the Baby on the Nirvana album? Nevermind. Remember that Baby? Well, that said Baby,
Yes,
Michelle.
that's right. Right.
He's suing the band. He is suing the band,
The baby's an adult.
claiming. Yep, he's 30 years
Right.
old. His name is Spencer Eldon. He is now 30 years old. He is suing the band, claiming that the album cover is pornography. Yeah, he waited till 30 to do this. Of course, that's the thing.
Yes.
It's like
That's what's
it,
said.
it makes no sense to do this now. So
Indeed.
maybe life did not
Mm-hmm.
come out
He's saying,
as
why
expected
not
for
the
him.
parents? Mm-hmm.
Right, right. That's whose fault it is because the parents gave the rights.
Right.
So the band's not responsible for that. Yeah, they put it on the cover, but I
So,
mean, really, was it that bad? I mean, is it that bad? I
not
mean, get
bad.
over it.
Right.
Yeah, like this is something that you could tell people that hey, that baby is me, and be proud of it. Like, like
Yes.
you know what I'm
Listen.
saying? It makes no sense to sue the band. I mean, you're not gonna win. You're
Yeah.
not gonna win
I don't think
unless
definitely not
maybe
state.
you're in Texas. No offense to the people in Texas, mind you, but
Hmm.
the state legislature isn't exactly on the up and up.
Right.
We'll just say it that. That's all we'll say on politics.
Uh-huh.
Um, and Ed Sheeran and Shawn Mendes both have new singles out.
Hmm.
Ed Sheeran announced what is it, Shivers, and Shawn Mendes, Summer of Love, is at number 35 already in the global charts. I've
Wow.
whatever the global charts are, I'm assuming that it's all the music that is released in the world. That's what I'm assuming, and you should never assume. Should never assume. So that is like the music news, but again, like the Nirvana thing, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So again, this is Pop Ascension. You are joined by Michelle, and I am Ron. We're gonna just keep giving you all this pop culture stuff and feeding you, and hopefully, you know, something sticks and everybody gets into the conversation. And hopefully, Michelle's video will unfreeze. That would be awesome. So we are on Rhode Island Broadcasting. You can find us every Thursday at 6 live. You can also find us tomorrow on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So if you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, because that's how we pay for everything. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, click that little bell so you always get the notices that we're on. And of course,
Mm.
like us on Facebook and share. Sharing is the most important thing out of everything, because that's what gets the algorithm going so more people can see us. So please do
Share
that.
and caring.
Um, yeah, we won't be here
Yes.
if you
That
unless
would
you do that.
be nice.
You know, like we want everybody to see us,
Right.
especially when you move.
Uh-huh. It's still froze.
Yeah, you're still frozen, but at least they
Show
see
must
you.
go on.
That's
You
right. The show must go on. Um, so have you watched anything on TV besides news or anything?
Yes, I've watched, the birth of the twin elephants.
You get to see it? Damn,
Um,
I missed that.
they they were so cute.
Well, baby
Huh?
elephants. Elephants. I don't. For the lack of a better word, elephants are
Yeah.
big, not size
The,
wise, but popular wise.
the birth of the two calves born in Sri Lanka,
Yeah, Sri Lanka. Yeah.
and they're
So,
so adorable. They're all over.
well, it's at a refuge, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Or an orphanage. It was an orphanage, an elephant orphanage, or an animal orphanage.
Yeah. Elephant orphanage.
So, so that's pretty neat that you get to see that. I didn't get to see it,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
On the
So,
yeah, on the news.
so also, did you know who Kate Beckinsale is? Well, she's got a new series coming out, Guilty Party.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something it's something that you see more and more. These movie stars are doing television series,
Right.
and and Kate Beckinsale is the latest one to jump in. She's going to have a 10-episode series.
Mm-hmm.
I did not catch what channel it. I think it's Paramount Plus, if I recall. Um, but she's got that, and
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite comedies that just ended last year, Mom. Well, Jamie Presley's got a new show. It's going to be called
Oh,
The Porch,
okay.
and it's about a woman returning to North Carolina Island that she couldn't wait to leave
Uh-huh.
to bury her deceased mother,
Right.
and she did not get along with said mother. Basically, this is like Mom, but only with a dead mom.
Oh,
So
interesting.
she's not really expanding her horizons. It's basically the same, but with one less mother. So, but that's going to be newish. So, yeah. And last night, was it last night? Today's Thursday, right? Okay, so last night on Haven Shine Reviews, I reviewed Raising Dion. I reviewed Heels and Kevin Can F Himself. So those are the shows that I've been watching lately, along with like Big Brother and The Walking Dead and Animal Kingdom. So that is what I've been watching on TV. And I bring this up because of Animal Kingdom is probably one of the best shows on TV right now. If you have not seen any of the 5 seasons, you should probably start binge watching it. It's a great show. Very harsh. Do not have kids watching this show. So I think that people should check that show out. And of course, Heels. If you watched the review show last night. So that's our TV stuff. Yeah, TV is done. We are ready to roll out some more animal news. Oh no, I'm sorry. Celebrity birthdays. That's what we got, and I hope that you're still there. I do not hear any crackling. I got a feeling we just lost our celebrity birthday. So I will go into some movies instead. Two upcoming movies. One comes out actually tomorrow. Karen. Now, Karen is interesting because when you say the name Karen, you automatically think of the Karen that we are all familiar with. A racist woman on a mission to get rid of a black family that just moved into the neighborhood. That's what this movie is about, and I got a feeling it's going to be pretty damn good. So, so you want to check that out. Then there's later on September 17th, Cry Macho. It's the latest from Clint Eastwood. Washed up rodeo star, and he's tending to a young boy with an alcoholic mom. And I guess he bonds with this child, and there's a lot of drama that goes along with it. He's really turned out to be a great director. Uh, I would not be surprised if this is a great movie because it is Clint Eastwood. He doesn't make crappy movies. I don't, I mean, not as a director, he doesn't. Like, I tend to like everything he does. So, I would probably say go see that. So, if you're just joining, this is Pop Ascension. I am Ron. Michelle, you see right over here that is frozen in time And apparently, we have also lost her audio as well. Could be setbacks from Ida, the remnants. Maybe there's some issues going on there. I don't know. Um, but we are on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook right now. So if you're on Twitch, follow us. We're trying to get to 200. We're at 154 at the moment. So follow us on that. Subscribe, because that's how we pay for everything. The more subscribers, the better shows, the better equipment, blah, 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 the whole bit. That all ties in. That's how we pay for all of this. You know, I got all these shows that I'm paying for, and it gets expensive. So give us a solid and help us out with a subscribe. And also YouTube again, please subscribe and click that bell so that way you can see all the great shows. This is not the only show we do. Coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, we have the Wrestling Den. And tomorrow, we do Sports Unfolded and possibly an all-new episode of Jam Sessions. We're waiting for the band to send that video. Also, Saturday is usually Satterflix. But we're waiting to interview the gentleman, the filmmaker, on this show. Hopefully that will be next week. We're trying to iron out all these bugs. And then we will premiere that movie, Insomniac. Sundays, you like gaming? Then we got Good Morning Montage. We've got Havenshine Classics and Charge Motion. All about fighting games. That's their podcast. And throughout the week, we have all kinds of shows, including paranormal. So we get Spats. We've got 5 Minutes in Horror Haven. So there's a lot of things that you can see. And she's sending me a message to see if I can hear her, and that is a big no, I cannot hear you. So what I would probably do, if I was Michelle, I would close it out, come back on, and try to get in again. That's what I would do. I know. So she says ugh for all you fans out there. She's trying her hardest to get this sorted out. And, you know, it's live. That's all you can attest it to. So, again, Pop Ascension, get that in. And please share. After you're done watching it, share it for your friends. And post those comments up. Like, anything that we talk about, fair game. Lay it on us. I generally put all the comments on. So as they come in, and I believe Michelle is back. Welcome back, Michelle. We were just going to go into celebrity birthdays, so if you want to get into that, if you want to run down the celebrity birthdays.
Yes. Yeah, celebrity birthday shout out. Eric Dickinson, the Pro Football Hall of Famer. 61.
Oh, okay.
Keanu Reeves, 57.
Oh, Keanu Reeves. Oh, we're going to be talking Keanu. He's got stuff coming up. He's got the Matrix.
Singer Casey and JoJo Band.
Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Casey from Casey and JoJo from the Arm Singer.
Oh, I thought it was Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band. That would have been pretty awesome.
No. And Gloria Estefan.
That's all there is?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm sure there's more.
Slow week. But one of them is Keanu Reeves, though. Keanu Reeves has the Matrix 4. He's got the Matrix 4 coming out, and also John Wick.
Legendary.
He's got John Wick 4
Mhm.
coming out also, which I'm looking forward to. Like, I cannot wait for that movie, especially after all the crap I've been watching from the movies that have been released. It's not good when the best two movies that I've seen in the past 3 months were documentaries.
Uh-huh.
One on Val Kilmer and one on Bob Ross. And if you haven't seen the Bob Ross one, go see that. Another great one. Those Val and
Yeah.
the Bob Ross documentary, awesome. They're awesome. So you got to go check that out. And we got a message from Snossages, John Wicks. Yeah. Snossages coming through. Greatest Reeves movie ever. Oh my God, you may be correct. I love the John Wick. I love that series. The whole series is great. But yeah, I'm trying to think of one that is better. Like, I love Speed, but not better than John Wick. I loved Point Break, but not better than John Wick. So, Sausages, you might be 100% right. So, celebrity birthdays. There was only 3 of them. You know, Eric Dickerson, you know, football player, and Casey, not from Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Finger Casey.
Casey and JoJo.
Gloria Estefan. I don't know if you heard the Gloria Estefan also.
Oh, Gloria Estefan is. Oh, okay. Miami Sound Machine. Yeah, like, you know, she's awesome. She's awesome. What a voice. She was one of my favorites. You know, when Miami Sound Machine was out, I love that music. That music is so good. So good.
That's a great.
So what do we got left? Yeah, with 22 minutes in, we still have the rest of the animal news to talk about. Because we always do. We got to always do some animal news because sometimes there's some great stories. I know you got a great one for the shark. So, what was that? What was that shark story? How did it go again?
Well, he reunited with the shark that he rescued.
Oh,
and
so no, go ahead.
He still, you know, I can't believe it. He's an adult now, and he plays with the shark, and he visits him in the middle of the sea. So he saved his life. So the shark is forever grateful. He saved somehow.
He hugged a shark. Hugged a shark. Okay, I don't know about you, but there is no chance of me hugging a shark. There is absolutely no chance. None whatsoever. Like, I mean, I don't care if you think that it knows you. What if it doesn't? If it does not remember you and you try to hug a shark, you ain't gonna do too well.
Right.
Woo, that's awesome. Love that vibrato there. That's pretty awesome. So, so he hugged the shark, but I'm impressed that the shark actually remembered. Like, that's impressive. I mean, it's still, I wouldn't be doing it, but you know, even if I knew that the thing remembered me, but it could have been just hungry that day. So I got a few stories, and some of them are pretty funny. We are losing your audio again.
Very impressive.
Your audio is. All right, so a cougar, an 80-pound cougar, was removed from a Bronx apartment because they had it as a pet, and I guess somebody called on them, and it was removed. Like, who in their right mind is going to keep an 80-pound cougar? And we just lost Michelle. Like, you're keeping an 80-pound cougar in your apartment in the Bronx. An apartment. It's not even a house. You don't have a yard. It's an apartment. Also, 3 African lion cubs were born at a Mexico zoo. So 3 cubs. Nice. It's nice to see some animals entering the world rather than exiting their world, because like we just don't have enough animals anymore. Um, so so yeah. So animals being born, good thing. Uma the hippo. Uma the hippo celebrated her 47th birthday with her 6-year-old grandson Timothy at the San Antonio Zoo. Little Timothy, got to spend his day with his grandmother Uma, the hippo. They feasted on watermelon, cantaloupe, and apples that day. That is a wonderful story. But those animal stories don't mean anything compared to this next one. Now, I don't know if you saw it on the news at all, anywhere out there. You may have, you may not have. But there was apparently a racehorse. Yes, a racehorse escaped from the track before the race. Before the race. And ran onto the highway. You get all these people driving, and then you see this racehorse coming towards you. You know, with the blinders, the whole bit, the number. And people are stopping and videotaping that, they're like recording it as it goes by. I'm not sure everybody was live. And they're doing this on the highway, by the way. They were driving. Some of them were driving. Some of them were parked. But they're recording the racehorse run past them. The horse's name was Bold and Bossy. So if you're ever gonna be at a horse race and you see this horse entering, bet on it, because there's no way this horse loses. No way. No way. It doesn't lose. It's gonna win. But that is hilarious. I would have loved to have been there. I mean, just think about what the horse is thinking. It's like, I'm getting the heck out of here. Because if I come in dead last, I do not want to be glue.
Here I
Do
am.
not. And Michelle is back again. I just told people the story about the racehorse that escaped from the track.
Wow.
Left the track, got away, ran down a highway. People are videotaping it,
He
as they're
quit,
driving and parked. That horse was not having it. Like I said, he might have been in fear of losing and becoming glue.
Exactly.
So it got up out of Dodge.
Smart horse.
And I don't blame him. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's right.
But again, like I told everybody, that if you ever see Bold and Bossy enter a race, bet on that horse. Because that horse is not going to lose.
Yeah.
So we have one thing left to talk about. And hopefully you can stick around long enough to talk about Ida.
Right. Yes. My heartfelt condolences go to the ones that's been devastated by this travesty, because in the area where I am, it was really bad. But I was fortunate; the house was fine. So
Yeah,
I was
I mean, this storm is a record breaker.
Oh,
First of all, coming in Louisiana, New Orleans, the whole bit. Like they have enough problems in the past with storms, and they got walloped again.
Yes. Oh
Then it
wow.
goes up to the northeast, and it's amazing the amount of rain it dropped.
Yes, downpour.
In one area, it dropped 3.5 inches of rain in 1 hour. 1 hour.
Wow.
One. Like they saw I saw the video footage of downtown Philadelphia. Downtown Philadelphia, cars were underwater. Like I'm talking
Yeah.
right up to the top of the roof.
Mhm. It's
New
really
York, New Jersey, the same thing.
Mhm.
Those areas got hammered, and this is what the second storm now in less than a week.
Oh yeah. Do you think it's the global warming?
Oh my God, absolutely! I've been saying
How
this
many
for like
you believe that?
10 years, 15
Mm.
years. I've been saying it. As the polar ice caps melt, more moisture goes into the air. That has to come
Mhm.
down somewhere and then gets recycled back up. So the more it happens, the worse it
Right.
gets. So there's the
Yeah.
fact that people still don't even believe global warming is happening. Go to the South Pole, go to the North Pole, and you stay
Mhm.
there, hang out with the polar bears and the penguins, and see how long your ice lasts. That's all I
Exactly.
can tell you. Like,
Yeah.
because if you don't believe it, you're a complete moron at this point. And I don't
Mhm.
care what anybody says. I'll tell them to their face. To their face. You know, it's just ridiculous what people. Just because you don't want to agree with something, so you just go the complete opposite way. Like it makes no sense. But like you're seeing
Mm.
it, the storm,
And
like
all
the
the
storm
facts.
that just came through. It's there. Yeah, the facts are there. That like it seems like every year we're breaking a record for rainfall or damage or whatever it is, you know, fires, like the California fires and all those fires like in Oregon and all that. Like it's more and
Yeah.
more every year. It's
Every
getting
day.
worse and worse and worse. The
Mhm.
hurricanes, the tornadoes, the earthquakes. Like this is all.
Getting
This is not a
worse.
coincidence.
It's not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell people anymore. Like, you know, everybody wants to make everything political. Sometimes it's just not political, it's just survival,
Mhm.
you know? It's the same
And the
thing with
polar bears,
coronavirus.
they are drowning up there.
Yeah,
The ice is
yeah, that's why I say
melting.
go hang out with one. Go hang out with one. We'll put you in a bubble so
Mm.
it won't attack you, but you go hang out there. Yeah, good. See how long you last on one of those little floating icebergs that they get trapped on all the time.
All the time, yeah.
You know, it's I see the video and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
It really
You
is.
know, because it's not the people that suffer, it's all the animals that are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a forest fire happens, where do those animals go? They don't get out. They get
That's
trapped.
true. They're trapped.
Because
Yeah.
if they got out, all the places where all the firemen are, you'd see the animals running past them. You don't see
Mm-hmm.
that. They don't
Right,
get
right.
out.
They don't make it. Mm-mm.
No, they don't. You know, last time I knew, there was no bear running out of the woods, from the fires and running past these firemen that are trying to put it out. No, it doesn't happen because they're not making it.
Right.
People don't understand it. They don't
I would like
understand
to
that.
know the viewers' opinions, what they think
So would
about
I.
that.
I, we just had Sausages is the only one that's commented. So hopefully we get some comments, after the show ends. And,
Mhm.
and if we do, we'll mention those comments next week.
Mhm.
So, like the comments are so wanted because we have no problem with posting those comments as you're saying it so we can have a conversation with you, the fans. That's what the
Right.
goal is
In real time.
in real time because that's
Mhm.
great. And then, hey, eventually we'll put somebody on. I can do that.
Yeah.
I just send you the link. Boom, there you go. And then you can
Mhm.
join us. So, so let's go through all the stuff that we have to take care of business.
Mhm.
So we are on YouTube. So if you are watching us on YouTube, we have 1,039 followers right now, trying to get to 2,000. So click subscribe and that little bell. If you're watching us on Twitch, which
Mhm.
Sausages is watching us on Twitch, follow us. We have 154. The goal is 200. That's a short-term goal, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Also,
Yes.
yeah, and
Gradually.
also subscribe. Subscribing is so important because that's how we keep functioning.
That's
You know,
right.
I, I got all these shows I got to pay for, so do that. You can also watch this tomorrow. Not well, no, scratch that. You can listen to this tomorrow on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. So get on that. Just search it up with Rhode Island Broadcasting. You'll find that, and then the show will be listed in there as Pop Ascension Episode 1. Also, if you are on Facebook, Face of the Book, you give us a like and by all means share because that is sharing and commenting is so
Yes.
important on Facebook. That's how people get to find us. So that's what you got to do. If you comment, it's always nice. You know. Hopefully, we can iron out all these bugs with Michelle's audio and video for next week. That would be huge. I would like my co-host to be on all day, the whole show. That would be nice. And
Yes.
if you are around Tuesday night,
We'll work
we
on
have
it.
the Sports Unfolded NFL preview show here on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook.
Mhm.
So you need to see that. If you're a football fan, that's what you need to attend to. And I know Snossages is going to be there because he's a big football fan. Whew, that's the business. So we have covered some music, some TV, some movies, some animals, some celebrity birthdays. Next week, we do it all again.
All
Not
again.
necessarily all the topics that we talk. Celebrity birthdays will be here next week, so check that out.
Awesome.
And whatever's the topic in conversation. So more about this Ida, Michelle.
Yes.
Like like now, I mean this is just the beginning of September. We still have all this month and next month and November to worry about for
Hurricane
hurricanes.
season.
And it's only just beginning.
Yeah. It's hurricane season. It's a
I
lot
guess
of
there was
debris.
another one, Larry. Oh yeah,
Oh
Larry is
yeah.
going out to sea. So whatever's after Larry is what we'll have to worry about wherever that lands. Because it's not just to us that gets hammered. It's like places like Haiti and Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and Cuba. And even like Mexico gets hit. So
Mhm.
we're all in this path, and especially those southern states always gets hit at some point.
Mhm. All the time. Yeah.
So something has to be done. And I heard, I think it was, I think it was in New York, the New York governor, the new one,
Mm-hmm.
and Schiff or whatever his name is. They were talking about, cutting down the emissions, the carbon that we put up into the air by 50% by 2030.
Right.
Do you realize that if you just cut it by 50%, you're still putting more stuff into the air? It doesn't slow it down. It still speeds up. If we cut it
Mm-hmm.
all, if we didn't put anything else into the atmosphere now, it would take like 100 years to reverse the process.
Yeah.
It's too late, is what I'm saying. It's too late. We got to come up with new ways to fix the atmosphere, to repair it. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if they can even imagine it.
Mm-hmm.
So, your hometown, did it get flooded by the rivers or anything?
Yes, we have to come up with some solutions. It's time to brainstorm and find solutions on how to stop the madness.
I agree. I agree with that
Area where I'm
100%.
at, the is a little higher, so it just.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we all should support those that was less unfortunate
Yeah.
and donate clothes, food. Do what we can. And pull together.
Yeah. That would be nice. And matter of fact, I will do this. For every sub that we get in direct result from this, I will donate that money. That
Mm,
first a subscription to help. So if we get one, then that $4.99 is going to help. If we get 10, then $49 is going. So
yeah.
so directly, whatever we can get for subscriptions for this show, we will definitely put that towards the hurricane relief from from Ida. Not necessarily, you know, all of it was a hurricane, but from Ida itself, it will go for relief for that. So you just post in comments that, hey, I'm subscribing, you know, to donate it to Ida, then we know, and I'll send it out. See, just like that. So hopefully we get people to do that, and I can report how much we send next week. That would be awesome. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So you got a week. You got a week. But I think it's time for us to head on out. It is that
Yeah.
time.
That
So Michelle,
time already.
hopefully
Time flies.
we can do this again next week. You're moving,
Sounds great.
ever so slowly, but you're moving. We can hear you,
Uh
even though it's a little crackly. I feel like you're making
huh.
popcorn somewhere back there.
That's
Popcorn for Pop Ascension.
good. Pop.
So I don't know. You have any closing statements that you want to make for the
Yes.
fans out there?
Like to
And we
make.
just got
Thank you all for watching, and hope to
Vader.
see you. Follow us, and we talk about exciting things. Interact.
Yes, yes, yes. I like. I'm glad that Snossage put a comment. Vader, you just got here, so I hope I see you. Oh, in about 15 minutes for the wrestling den. So, well, I won't be on the wrestling den. I'll be doing all the chat and the graphics and stuff. But but thank you for joining us, Vader. Yeah, I guess that's it. So we're gonna head on out and join us in a few minutes for the wrestling den.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next week.